what's the benefit of either a practice or a walkthrough like this with such a short turnaround between games?
I mean, in the regular season, we went like a whole month or two playing one day off. Like, I mean, you get tired for a day or two, and then your body recuperates, and it gets back to on schedule. So, I mean, I don't like pay attention too much to it, but like we've been here before, we've adapted, we've experienced fatigue before. You know what I'm saying? So this is just part of it, and we're gonna, not look at that as some sort of excuse or something. We're very capable of playing the way we need to play. Short day's notice, as proven in recent games.
But how much does it help with fatigue when you're able to coming off an ending like it was last night?
Sorry, say again?
How much does it help with fatigue, the possible fatigue?
Oh, yes. I deal with fatigue better when we win, for sure. 100%.
When you win a game like that, some teams would be the number one seed. They celebrated. Last night in the locker room, it was like, yeah, we won, but this is kind of who we are. Did you sense that because of the experience that while no one really expected you externally to win, that this group is just like, yeah, we won, but this is who we are?
I mean, no one ever expects us to win. So for years, it's been the same. We just deal with it and go do our thing, and yeah, be ready to play. I mean, no one expects us to win though ever, so I don't know where that's coming from.
When do you in a game like that know you still are like you're tethered, that it could still happen? Because it was like you're down 9, you're down.
The whole game.
Yeah. What is it about this team that makes you think that?
Because we've proven it over and over. Nothing scientific about it. I mean, it's we've been doing it for years. I mean, we don't want to be doing it for years, but we've been doing it for years, and we have that resiliency, and we know how to come back from deficits.
Can you take us through your perspective of the game-winning play and your thoughts as Russ finds AG and he lets that ball fly?
It was good. There's kind of like a dead period where your brain doesn't really process anything, and then it happens, and you're like, oh, make sure they don't hit this half-court shot. That's like my next thought. It's like, yo, make sure they don't hit this shot. And after that, it's all the AG.
Do you guys just all like drive on adrenaline, do you think? It is 4 game winners in the last seconds of a playoff game in the last 2 seasons, which is pretty.
I mean, I think it's just credit to good teams going at it, and it's coming down to the wire, and I'm thankful to be on this side of the game winners.
Jamal, the cameras on, the broadcaster, they're getting a lot of Jokic being very vocal in huddles and animated and stuff. And Christian had a kind of a funny comment last night. He was like, he's always done that, but you don't always know what he's saying. Is this new? Or are we just focusing on it more? Are they just showing it more?
I mean, you guys just focus on it more, in my opinion. I mean, he's been talking to us. I mean, we all talk to each other. We all like each other, right? So everybody's trying to win. Everybody has the input in timeouts. So that's more just you guys.
Have you learned, can you understand him better than since you've been with him so long?
Yeah.
What was Russ brought for you guys? Just like in terms of, his skill set on the floor, just to the roster?
A little bit of everything, to be honest with you. And he's a big time player, so when late in the clock, late in the game, high pressure situations, he's always ready to go. For whatever it is, a rebound, a three, to push the ball and make a good throw ahead pass that's underrated. Like there's many different layers to what he does. He's a complete basketball player all around, so he brings everything.
On TNT that Shaq giving you a little tough love, talking about your score at night, when someone like Shaq, who prides himself in getting on guys, kind of asks you, how do you react?
I didn't. I don't think I reacted.
Well, no, I'm saying going forward, do you use that as extra motivation? Like, oh, Shaq wants me to do this.
I want me to do it as well. I don't need Shaq to say it.
Jamal, this is kind of a make or miss kind of situation. How do you evaluate the rest of your performance? Like, does the 6 rebounds, 6 assists does it make it easier to digest some shots not going down?
I mean, once we win, and then you contribute to winning. I mean, I didn't play amazing, but I played solid enough to do my job and get the win. I think. I don't know what you guys think, and we won.
You had Dort on you for a lot of the game. Obviously, you guys know each other from way back. But what's your relationship with him on and off the court, and what's it like to be guarded by him?
It's just fun. It's always competitive. I think that's the biggest thing is like even Chris Dunn, like even just having him drafted in front of me. But when we play on the court, it's just super competitive and it's super fun. It's the same thing. Losing, like we're Canadian and stuff like that, but played with them, played against them a lot, and it's just fun. It's the best way for me to put it.
Throughout the years of your playoff experience, what have you learned about the power of screening?
It's super an underrated part of the game. I don't think not just playoffs and all that, but the game of basketball. You run all these plays and these sets, and they involve screening. But if you don't screen, there's no advantage. And I think screens are what gets people open and creates a chain reaction on the defensive end. Allows other things to open up. Makes the defense even see that there is an advantage for the other team. Makes them have to react for a split second. That allows a cut to happen or something on the back end or whatever. So I think it's one of the most. It's also a tone setter. You go in the game, you set a really good screen, like that sends something to the other team. That it's not going to be easy just to get around and navigate and feel free to do whatever you want. So that's my answer.
Before your group won a championship, the group had some tough playoff experiences or challenges to get to that championship level. Do you believe there's a learning curve in the playoffs for a team, and how does this group benefit if that's the case?
100%. I've yet to see a team that just comes together and win. I mean, I remember when I was watching Miami and LeBron and Dwayne Wade and all those guys teamed up, and everybody was like, "Oh, they're winning," and then they lose the first year. It's like, yeah, it takes time. It takes time to create that gel, and we've thankful to have played with all these guys, most of these guys on the team, and coaches, to build chemistry from the start. As a young kid to a dad now, to have that kind of chemistry and build that kind of relationship with all these guys down the line. I think it's super important because you don't just now you're playing with not just the player but the person, so you get to read the person, the mood he's in, or what he's feeling, or how he's going to react to certain criticism, or what he's thinking after a missed shot, or what he's thinking after a made shot, and how you need to refocus him, or whoever. And this is whoever it is. So I think just having that kind of personal relationship, I think, is super underrated and has given us a lot of experience to win certain games after year after year. So